Good Wednesday morning, BAMWX.com meteorologist Michael Clark here with a forecast update for today. We've got a heck of a complex weekend forecast coming up as the Christmas holiday nears. We've got a very difficult forecast. There's two waves we're watching. Models are all over the place. We're going to try to give you our current thinking on what may evolve here. Stick with us. You're going to have to be watching every update between now and Christmas because we're going to update twice, even 3 times a day, and things are going to be changing probably significantly here over the next couple of days. So taking a look at temperatures, radar, and satellite this morning, there's not much going on. It's even mostly clear skies really here across the area. What we're going to do is watch this system coming in here as we get into late week. All right. So first thing we're going to watch is this area, this southern area of energy. And what happens is that an area of low pressure will move in from the south and southwest here, perhaps Friday night and into Saturday. Okay, the timing differences are still remarkable at this distance. It's really only 3 days out. We're still seeing quite a bit of difference in timing, but rain would break out in the southern part of the state here by Saturday morning. And then we would be looking at colder air kind of rushing in on the back and northwest side of this system, allowing for the system to change over to snow if you're looking at the latest GFS computer model. Again, that would come in basically in the pre-dawn hours of Saturday morning and then throughout the day on Saturday and exit the area by Saturday evening if we're going off of that GFS model. All right, when we look at our temperature forecast, you can see here as we go throughout the period, waking up Saturday morning, temperatures are well above freezing, and even getting out into that 1 or 2 o'clock time frame, we're starting to see those temperatures fall. By Saturday evening around 6 or 7 o'clock, we're in the upper 20s. So you're going to have the risk for refreeze. Any surfaces that are wet are going to become frozen that aren't treated, and then the possibility of accumulating snow going off of the latest GFS computer model. Here's the interesting part of this. The overnight run, the ensembles, which is what you're looking at here, there's 21 different possible outcomes. Okay, and you can see there are several members here that try to suggest accumulating snow certainly on the table. You look at these members here, member 1, member 3, 4, 5, go over here to member 8, member 9, 10, 15, 14, 30. I mean, guys, there's a ton of these members. So the takeaway is that the ensemble of the GFS here from the overnight run came in colder with more snowfall. That's with just this first wave here on Christmas Eve, basically. On the day before Christmas Eve, on Saturday, the 23rd. All right, so the ensemble run would say that there's a possibility of 2 to 3 inches of snow with this first wave. Now the issue here is looking at the other computer models. This is where it gets tricky, and we'll start getting more specific with this starting tomorrow and Friday. As of right now, there's no reason for me to get specific on certain locations because this is going to change. Look here at the Canadian. This doesn't come in until Sunday morning. It's a whole day later, and it's a little bit further south. All right, so that first wave is further south and a day late on the Canadian. When you go look at the European model, the timing is the same as the GFS, all right, but it's warmer. So there's no rain or there's no snow, but you look at the previous run from yesterday, the timing's the same, but it was colder with snow. So if I had to pick one, if I had a gun to my head, I would say we need to look at yesterday's run, especially when we're looking at this new GFS ensemble and how it looks like yesterday's European. All right. So hopefully you're following me, because as this system moves out, this first wave that would move out Saturday, which is the 23rd, you're going to have some accumulating snow that's going to be possible. Now, again, this is just from the latest GFS that came in, puts down 1 to 3 inches. Okay. Now, what's interesting, behind this, the Canadian and the European have been advertising a follower-type piece of energy for Christmas Eve. And you see snow breaking out here Christmas Eve on the Canadian model. Well, there's been a lot of run-to-run consistency with this idea. And you look at temperatures during this time frame, and they're very, very cold. This is Christmas Eve or Christmas morning. You're in the teens. So a high ratio, very fluffy snow would be on the table. The European is also doing the same thing with the follower scenario. So it's almost as if the confidence is higher that there's a chance of widespread snow Christmas Eve than the confidence is with this Friday-Saturday system. Okay? Now, what's interesting is you look at the energy here with this Christmas Eve system, and first off, here's the first wave. Okay? Then what happens is there's a follower scenario, and you see it right here. This is Sunday into Monday. Now, that's a pretty impressive piece of energy, and if you look at all 4 computer models that we've got pulled up for you here, you can see all that. You can see that the energy is on all 4 computers. GFS, last 2 runs, Canadian and European for Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. The possibility of accumulating snow would be on the table there. All right. You look at the last 2 GFS runs, the Euro and the CMC. The consensus is that 1 inch to 3 inches of snow is possible over the weekend. Now, this is the wave for Christmas Eve. Look at how impressive this is up here. Heavy snow in the northwestern portion of the state. If this comes or just south in any way, shape, or form on the Canadian as well, snowfall numbers will go up Christmas Eve. The bottom line is the energy is there. Okay? We've got a system we've got to watch Saturday and again Sunday. That's the bottom line. Beyond that, looking at the pattern here over the next 2 weeks, this active pattern continues. I think we're in for some wintry weather. I think we're in for much colder than normal temperatures. In fact, you look at the European ensemble mean over the next 15 days, and it is very active with snow, suggesting 6 inches or more of snow is possible over the next 15 days. We don't have answers on this forecast yet for the weekend, but we'll update you. If you've got questions, reach out. Don't miss the updates up and coming. All right. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.